Hello, hello, hello. This is V. Scott. Today I will be reading a few of my poems as well as my favorite poet. Yes, Langston Hewitt. Excuse me, Langston Hewitt. Hughes. I'm all over the place, but I'm reading a few of my poems and my favorite poet, Langston Hughes. So, my first poem will be Broken Hearted I Am Not by me. My heart is not broken. In fact, I am quite happy. Broken-hearted, I am not. You were only being yourself. So, there's no need for me to get my panties in a bunch. I promise you, no tears flowed from these eyes. Broken-hearted, I am not. It was fun while it lasted, but like I've been trying to do for over a year now, and you wouldn't let me go. It's actually time for me to go on and be true, too, and that's not to you. This applies to both of us. Neither one of us has been true or loyal to each other. But why would we be? Broken-hearted, I am not. I'm not broken-hearted at all. I'm smiling in bliss to finally be able to truly go and stop living a tangle of web of lies. Goodbye, my friend. I'm not broken-hearted. By yours truly, B. Scott. And I have my next one. It's called I'm Still Breathing. I'm still breathing. You thought, you thought, you thought I would fall apart without you. You thought I couldn't live without you. You thought my heart would break without you. You thought I would lose my mind without you. You thought I would fall apart without you. You thought my life wouldn't go on without you. You thought I would be breathless without you. You were so wrong. I'm thriving without you. I'm doing really great without you. My eyes are wide open without you. I am happy without you. I am still breathing without you. I have not fell apart without you. My life is even better without you. I am with the love of my life because I am not with you. My mental state is great without you. I have moved forward with my life without you and not looked back at all for you. My heart is healed because I am not with you. I'm still breathing and I'm not with you. I've opened my heart up to the love of my life, and that way I and that's where I am supposed to be in love with me, thanks to you treating me the way that you did. So I didn't fall apart without you. I found love within myself without you. Thank you. My next one is standard of beauty, and I'm sure I've read this here before, but it's really short and I love this poem. Standard of beauty. I don't have to meet anyone else's standard of beauty but my own. If you don't like me because of my look, I could care less. I'm happy with me. I'm happy with the beauty that lies within myself. I don't have to worry about what anyone else thinks of me. I know I am beautiful on the inside. And yes, I have an ugly side, but who doesn't? My ugly side doesn't make me ugly on the outside. It just makes me human. I will continue to be me. My standard of beauty is my own and no one else's. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. These were poems that I wrote myself. And this is some poems by Langston Hughes that I'm going to go. There's a few of his poems from 1921 to 1930. So you'll probably hear me turning the pages. And the first one is, back in this era, these words were said and everything. So please don't be offended by his poetry, some of the poems and the words. The first one is called The Negro Speaks of Rivers. I've known rivers. I've known rivers, ancient as the world and older than flow, older than the flow of human blood in veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathe in the euphorics when downs were young. I built my hunter near the Congo, and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramid above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I've seen it muddy blossom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. The next one is Aunt Sue's stories. Aunt Sue has a head full of stories. Aunt Sue has a whole heart full of stories. Summer nights on the front porch, Aunt Sue cuddled a brown-faced child to her bosom and tells him stories. Black slaves working in the hot sun, and black slaves walking in the dewy night, and black slaves singing sorrow songs on the banks of a mighty river mingle themselves softly in the flow of old Aunt Sue's voice, mingle themselves softly in the dark shadows that recross Aunt Sue's stories. And the dark-faced child listening knows that Aunt Sue's stories are real. Stories he knows that Aunt Sue's never got her stories out of any book at all, but they came right out of her own life. The dark-faced child is quiet of summer night, listening to Aunt Sue's stories. This one is called Negro. I am a Negro, black as the night, black like the depths of my Africa. I've been a slave. Caesar told me to keep his doorstep clean. I brushed the boots of Washington. I've been a worker under my hand of the pyramids arose. I made mortar for the Woolsworth building. I've been a singer all the way from Africa to Georgia. I carried my sorrow songs. I made regiment. I made ragtime. Excuse me. I've been a victim. The Belgians cut of my hands in the Congo. They lynch me still in Mississippi. I am a Negro, black as the night is, black like the depths of Africa. When the that one was over. The poem Negro was over, and now the next poem is called Question. Question. When the old junk man, death comes to gather up our bodies and toss them into the sack of oblivion, I wonder if he will find the corpse of a white multimillionaire worth more pennies of eternity than the black torso of a Negro cotton picker. The next one is Mexican market woman. This ancient hag who sits upon the ground selling her scanty wares day in, day round, has known high wind swept mountains, and the sun has made her skin so brown. His next poem is called New Moon. There's a new young moon riding the hills tonight. There's a sprightly young moon exploring the clouds. There's a half-shy young moon veiling her face like a virgin waiting for a lover. And now I'm going to read My Loves. I love to see the big white moon, a shining in the sky. I love to see the little stars when the shadow clouds go by. I love the raindrops falling on the roof in the nights. I love the soft wind sighing before the dawn gray light. I love the deepness of the blue in the Lord's heaven above. But better than all things, I think I love my lady love. All right. And then we have to a dear friend. The moon still sends its mellow light through the purple blackness of the night. The morning star, palely bright before the dawn, the sun still shines just as before. The rose still grows beside my door, but you have gone. The sky is blue, and the robin sings, the butterfly dance, and on the butterfly dance on rainbow wings. Though I am sad, in all earth no joy can be. Happiness comes no more to me, for you are dead. So, yep. Um, I think those are all the poems by Langston Hughes. I had one more that I was going to read. I have his book here. Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. These are actually the last two that I will be reading, and I've read this one here before, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. I believe I've read both of them here before. So I'm going to read these two, and I might just read one more that I haven't read, but we'll see. The first one, well, not the first one. The one that I'm going to read next will be Mother to Son. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor bare. But all the time, I's been a climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn back. Don't you set down on the steps, 'cause you finds it kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I's climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Okay, so I can really relate to that, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you out there can definitely relate to that, and it don't even have to be mother to son. It can be, mother to daughter, sister to sister, just whatever. Life just really haven't been a crystal stair. Not really for any of us, most of us anyway. Now, this one is called When Sue Wears Red. When Susanna Jones wears red, her face is like an ancient cameo turned brown by the ages. Come with a blast of trumpets, Jesus. When Susanna Jones wears red, a queen from sometime dead Egyptian night walks once again. Blow trumpets, Jesus. And the beauty of Susanna Jones in red burns in my heart. A love fire sharp like pain, sweet silver trumpets, Jesus. These were poems by Langston Hughes that I read. And I just want to say thank you for coming. And thank you for coming. And I really appreciate all of your love and your support and coming by, leaving comments, and just being supportive. So I want to thank you again, and I want to tell you to be blessed and have a great one. Mwah.